Hello, my name's Angie and welcome to the Synchro Mystic Path. So, in this video I'm going to go through questions that were asked a couple of days ago now. So, as witches and occultists, one of the things that is our job to do, really, is to question narratives, to unlabel things, to unlearn things, yeah. So, when you look at things like fear, you might question if there is even such a thing, yeah. We do this a lot because it's an energy that is not our natural state. Our natural frequency is one of love, consciousness, 432 hertz. That sounded a bit William Shatner then, didn't it? So what we were exploring the other day, what this energy that people call fear, that people label fear, what is it really? So what we realised is what that does when that energy comes up, it creates confusion. So I asked the question, what is the confusion mechanism, because it is a mechanism essentially, that we experience? And then from there, other questions came up. So when I asked that question, what is the confusion mechanism we experience? So one of the big ones for people is finances. So I did ask directly that question around the confusion mechanism in regard to finances. So if you watched my video yesterday, you'll know that I didn't record me pulling the cards when I asked these questions. This was on the 21st. I'm not, where are we now? 20 something. Anyway, it was a couple of days ago, and I didn't record the actual pulling of the cards, but what I realised afterwards, that I think this is actually quite pertinent to share, and because I record all my readings, like writing, yeah, with my lovely pen, I can recreate what I pulled. So, obviously I used Lenormand, and I also used a couple of other cards as well. So what I got, and if I remember rightly, these cards all flew out. Yeah. I prefer it when cards fly out because it leaves nothing to my own what's the word? Like subconscious kind of, it's just, it just works for me. Cards flying out all over the place works for me. So we have snake. Already that's an interesting, the overall energy is one of snake. We have fox, moon, house and anchor. So this energy, the overlying energy around this confusion mechanism in regard to finances especially, but generally this confusion mechanism, yeah, is one of complication. It's all very complicated, it's very windy, yeah, it's very intricate. And yet it's not, it's a bit clunky actually. It's a bit clunky, yeah. Anyway, so what I realised, there's a weighing down here, there's magnetism, there's this kind of manipulation going on, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of insidious, if you like, very sneaky, very So what I realised, so we've got, kind of a complicated mechanism, if you like, that winds and weaves. We've got this magnetic manipulation. We've got a structure of magnetic manipulation, and we've got a heavy structure of magnetic manipulation, which is very confusing and causes confusion. Yeah. So what I realised is this is hypnosis. This is basically this confusion mechanism, which some people label as fear, is actually a very heavy structure. So it's clunky. That's why I'm saying it's clunky. It's a heavy structure. A heavy machine isn't necessarily graceful. It could be a bit clunky, yeah, because of its heaviness. So this is a heavy structure of magnetic manipulation, which is very complex, not straightforward, yeah. So that immediately said to me, well, that's a very, it's something that's been in place for a long time, if you like. So its complexity only comes from, that heaviness. Does that make sense? So my next question was, because my next question obviously is going to be, well, how do we get out of it then? How can we break it? So my question I asked is there a way to break free, I'm just reading my notes, bear with me, of the magnetic manipulation, which is complex? And I got, let me just get these around the right way. Let's just move these up a minute. I got, these are the Murder of Crow Tarot, which are beautiful. That's a weird noise. Buzzing noise. Not sure what that is. Anyway. Four of Pentacles, Six of Cups. So the Murder of Crow Tarot are slightly different, their interpretations. So what I got here is a calmness in the middle of all the chaos. So there's a firm, being firm, yeah, standing firm, yeah. And this is kind of a slightly odd card, but it's basically what's your reflection telling you? So, in other words, what is your immediate reality? So that's the reality that's closest to you, yeah, because the other stuff out there is co-created. That's a given. So, yeah, what's your reflection telling you? So, I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? Well, it partly means that if you can, well, what's that saying? Well, all around you is in chaos, stay firm, stay still. Be in the eye of the storm, yeah. That's kind of what that's telling me. And the reflection, well, I suppose if you're in the eye of the storm, you're going to be keeping your eyes open for the stuff that's being alchemized out of you, if you like. Because where does it go when it leaves you? Well, technically it goes, you can either direct it down to Mother Earth, or you can send it back to the void with love. Entirely up to you, really. But you might see it leave. You might experience a reflection of it as it leaves. So you can certainly use that mechanism of reflection to gauge where it's at, yeah, as you are breaking free, if you like, of this magnetic manipulation, this complex magnetic manipulation. I don't know about you guys, I'm like, wow, we actually got an answer. We actually got an answer. That's amazing. So the next question I asked was, because I just wanted to double check, yeah. So by staying calm and checking your world reflection, yeah, we can break free. And I got, it's just my foot. Sure, I've got the right cards here. Yes. So I got Crossroads, Tree, and Scythe. Interesting. So, by cutting free, cut free by making a long term, in other words, a choice, in other words, a choice that will have an everlasting effect, yeah? So, what would that be? That would be, something very personal to you that would liberate you, yeah? So I'm like, okay, so let's dig a bit deeper here. So the next question I asked was, what is meant by a long-term choice? Because I'm like, this is fascinating, we need to dig deeper here. I got birds and storks. So both are animals that fly, yeah, liberated in that way. So birds is around communication, and stork is just, when you, I'm looking at a stork in the same way as a heron, yeah. They are magnificent when they fly, they really are. But they're, how can I describe it? There's a grace to them that is just amazing. And they're a big bird. They're a big bird. So before we had a big machine that is complex. Yeah, big mechanism that's complex, is very clunky and heavy. But here we have a bird that is quite large. But when they fly, they're very graceful. So it's kind of the polar opposite of each other, if you like. So this to me is higher communication. So, all right, okay, I need to know a little bit more about this. So I asked, can you show me what you mean by higher communication? And I got higher calling. That did make me laugh. And what's really funny, higher calling, birds call, don't they? We call it bird call. I'm like, okay. So I'll read this. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past, which is what this magnetic manipulation, this complex magnetic manipulation, that's what that is. It's all history. Gone. But we're still living in the remnant of that, if you like. Let go of the past and redeem your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Wow. So, take from that what you will. I thought this was amazing, getting to the root, because that's what I like to do. I should have been a detective. Getting to the root of what this energy that people call fear, especially around money, what is it really? What's underneath that overlay that, we experience? So I really hope this has brought some illumination for you. It certainly did for me. So the way to break free, just to recap, is you stay in the eye of the storm. Yeah, keep checking in. What is your immediate reality telling you? What is leaving you? Yeah, what is being alchemized? And you know, because the physical body is the last bastion before it goes completely. It's the last stop. The physical body is the last stop before something that is not aligned is gone. Yeah. So I lost my thread. By standing firm in your frequency, in your love consciousness, in your I'm not going to be budging from this, not one bit. When you're on your path, you know, on this path of expanding consciousness, ascension, whatever you want to call it, you know, it doesn't matter what tries to knock you off of it. You're always going to get back up and carry on. That's my philosophy anyway. So yeah. So making a choice. This is the choice. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Yeah. When you start making those different choices are superpower. Yeah. Absolutely, choices are superpower. And our creative energy as well is our superpower. So you create your reality by making different choices. Yeah. That's how you break free of this magnetic manipulation, which is complex. And absolutely, you know, your higher calling, a part of that is connecting with, you know, the part of you that is bigger and sees everything. So, yeah, what are you waiting for? Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for all your likes and subscribes and everything. Don't forget to comment in the comments, obviously, if you found this useful. I hope you have. So until tomorrow, I'm going to say, stay fearless,